Hi guys, it's Karen Lynn, the Vitalist Health Coach, and we are here at Heirloom Acres Farm, and I'm with my dear friends Matt and Jamie Lamping, and they have a beautiful story to tell about how they became, or how they created, Eighth Day Distillery. So I'm gonna let you guys tell your story about this, and then I'll talk about why I love to use your blends. Okay?
Yeah, so we're Eighth Day Distillery. We were founded by my brother and myself in 2014. And on a belief to make full flavored spirits. So we're making rum, gin, whiskey, and absinthe here in Indianapolis, utilizing fresh local ingredients where we can.
Absolutely. And tell me a little bit about your background and how you quit your career to make your dream happen.
So I started off in the corporate world as an engineer, kind of worked a corporate job for 10 years at a local company here. Great company, but had a lot of good mentors that just talked about they can't wait to retire, can't wait to go do something fun. And Jamie kind of kicked me off the ledge and said, hey, if we're gonna do it, let's do it now and not talk about it anymore, but get out there and do it.
Yeah, that should be an inspiration to any of you who feel the same way. You wanna make your passions and your dreams happen. So I am a co-owner of an herbal apothecary in Greenwood called Materia Medica. And I have a really big passion on gut health and digestion, which is what got me into using their blends. I have always loved a blend called absinthe because it's used with a really, really medicinal herb called sweet Annie or wormwood. And last year, I was at the Garfield Park Market and ran into Jamie, and she happened to mention some new blends and that they were doing an absinthe, and I completely freaked out about it. And so now their absinthe is the base to our digestive bitter line. And then I also use their gin as a base to my carminative line. And I just started using their bourbon as the base to my phytoestrogen blend, which is absolutely beautiful with apples and red clover, because all three of those ingredients contain phytoestrogens. So it's highly medicinal to be able to blend food and liquor and herbs and just create these beautiful flavor profiles to where they taste lovely and you want to actually take your medicinal herbal medicine, because alcohol extracts don't always taste lovely. So being able to use their blends has really been able to create a craft out of that, I should say. So when you were talking about making absinthe was illegal for a long time. Can you share why?
Yeah, so absinthe was illegal, like you said, for a long time until about 2007, 2008 here in America because the woodworm or thujone levels. There was a big conspiracy theory over in Europe. We don't have to go into all the details, but it's very interesting to kind of dive into it to understand why it was illegal between the wine trade and the spirits industry. And the belief that it was actually a hallucinogen or a drug rather than a herbal elixir. And now, after some inconclusive tests, they've been able to say, hey, you have to ingest copious amounts of the one word to actually hallucinate. So
yeah, and I'm sure people have done that.
Yeah.
People do some crazy things with plants.
I don't know, you might get alcohol poisoning before you hallucinate.
Exactly. And my new favorite thing that you guys have done is that black walnut liqueur. So we're creating a new men's line. My partner, Sarah Redmond, has put a lot of time and work into creating a men's line. And we were at your place having, doing a taste test, and we tasted this, and I don't even know what's in it. So if you guys could tell me what is in this black walnut liqueur, other than black walnut.
Yeah, so that's the primary thing. So we don't have it available to the public yet. It's something we've been working on for quite a while.
It's outstanding.
But it's essentially a nocino is what it is. So it's a black walnut liqueur. So it does have a little bit of sweetener in it. So some other adjuncts, cinnamon, anise, but primarily is black walnut.
Well, I have taken all of that beautifulness and I have blended it with Self-Heal. So Self-Heal is an amazing herb that the Native Americans always treasured because it has so many beautiful benefits for our health. But in the dental world, it's used for gingivitis. So we have created that out of your black walnut liqueur.
Sounds amazing.
It is so good. that I have to literally put a disclaimer on it, like just don't
drink it.
Just don't do shots because then it'll be gone. But so I can't wait to have that done because right now it's infusing with all of that. But I wanted, like, where do you guys get your ingredients and how do you come? Where does your artistic ability come from when it comes to flavor profiles?
It's really a lot of trial and error. We try to stay as close to home as we can with ingredients. As far as even for our cocktail menus, we're sourcing stuff here locally from heirloom makers when we can. But they come from all over the world. Like juniper, you don't really grow juniper here in Indiana real well. So we are sourcing the freshest ingredients we can, kind of all over the world, but with a focus here locally.
Yeah, how beautiful is that? You know, you can go into a distillery and have cocktails that I refer to as the juice bar of cocktails instead of something that's just artificially everything, just makes you feel terrible. So I'm not a big drinker. I'm really small, but I can go in and have one cocktail, one, and I'm pretty much not feeling my face from one. But it just makes you feel so happy to know that the energy of that cocktail is so artistic and made with such love and such passion. And it's whole. You know, it's whole, so it doesn't have all of those nasty preservatives and artificial flavorings in them. So where can people find you?
So at the distillery for sure. So we're located downtown Indianapolis. We're currently operating 3 days a week, but then we're also in about 150 bars, restaurants, and liquor stores across Indianapolis. If we're not at your favorite place you like to imbibe, just ask the bartender for it, and we'll be sure to get over there and get them some.
Yes, absolutely. And any other herb nerds, any of my other herbal friends, you know, if you're like me and you really want to source local and you're really picky about the menstruum that you use for your medicine, which means the alcohol that you use, then you'll know where to find them.
Yeah.
Near East Side, downtown Indy.
Amen. Well, I hope you've been inspired. Thank you so much. See you later.